This video gives you an idea of what the house looked like the first time I walked through it. It has come a long way since then. The previous owner's family has come and taken some of the things, but a lot of it I've just rearranged and put in different spaces. However, it feels like the more I clean, the more disorganized this place looks. The kitchen is a perfect example. I've done a lot of cleaning in here, and if I were to walk into the kitchen right now, it is a total disaster area. I originally shot this video so that I could show a before and then give you an after of what it looked like. At one point, I also thought that my cabinets were haunted, but I think I figured out what the problem is. Good afternoon, I'm Kathleen Pate, and this is my Alabama farm life. And I'm doing a kitchen video in my new home. I've only been in the house for about 2 weeks, but I've tried real hard to get a lot of things cleaned out, moved around, and organized. But for some reason, the more I organize in the kitchen, the worse it gets. And there was a question as to whether the house is haunted or not. I personally don't think so. I think there's critters in this house that are making quite a few of the noises. I really need to get in here and start working on the kitchen. I have a ton of stuff on the counter. I need to get up into these cabinets. I'm going to move the pots down to the bottom shelf, and I'm going to start working on cleaning. But I found this on one of the shelves. That's a rat trap. And in the dustpan is mice poop. So yeah. I got the top 2 cabinets cleaned off, and I have supplies there on the bottom shelf. And I put a lot of stuff down here in the lower cabinets that I found here in the kitchen that I don't know what to do with yet. But look at that. I noticed gnaw marks on the cabinets. They're all over the top ones and the bottom ones. So definitely have a mice issue in this house. I'm also starting to find a lot of grease. The first 2 cabinets I just cleaned weren't too bad. When I got up here on top of the hood vent, it was caked. Now I've already cleaned it once, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clean it again. I decided to use baking soda and a mixture of half water, half vinegar to clean these cabinets and this hood vent. I think I've gotten the biggest part of the grease off of it, and now I think that the paint is just so old, I'm picking at the paint now. Now that I've got the top cleaned, I want to go ahead and clean the face of the hood now. I used baking soda and vinegar, and it came mostly clean, but a lot of the paint came off with it too. I plan on replacing this hood, and there is a hood vent up here, so this is great. That'll make the job a lot easier. Every time I open a cabinet, I find a whole bunch of different stuff. But what I don't need is more coffee cups. I have enough. Yay, this one's empty, but Shelly's gonna go in there and investigate for me. She's a good kitty. Now, when I opened the door and saw that little scrubby thing down there, I thought for sure the house was haunted because I did not put that there. But then I realized it belonged to the former owner and everything was just fine. There were several things in the house that I needed. I knew I didn't have a whole lot of silverware, so I went ahead and bought some silverware, but I bought the kind that was in the tray so it would slide easily into a drawer and I wouldn't have to worry about it. I also didn't have any sink plugs, so I bought 2, one for each sink. And although the house does have a dishwasher, I wanted to hand wash a lot of things with bleach, so I bought a drainer. This was a cheap set, only cost me about $9, but it works for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these lighters in here. I'm gonna get my drainer set up. It was odd because this one came with cups and bowls and ice trays. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I'm not crazy about plastics, but ice trays always come in handy. Plastic bowls, you never have enough bowls, and I don't know what I'm going to do with plastic cups. I've never been a real fan, but we'll wash them up and we'll see. The ice trays actually came in real handy. Come to find out, my ice maker isn't working, so these ice trays are going to be the only way I have ice in this house. The kitchen is actually cleaned up really nice, but I'm still having a problem with these cabinets. I went ahead and grabbed some Murphy oil and I sprayed them down, and actually they did a really good job on the two cabinets that I previously scrubbed off. It gave them a nice gleam and they really look pretty. However, the other cabinets, it really didn't do a whole lot. I'm not sure if it's just caked on grease or at one time there might have been a fire or something, because some of these cabinets actually look like they've been charred. This stuff is not scrubbing off. I'm actually thinking about taking off all of the doors and sanding them all down. I got rid of a lot of the coffee cups, and these are the few that made it. I cleaned the laundry area and scrubbed out the refrigerator, and they look really nice. And I also found this really great find just from the texture of it and the feel. I think it's a wool blanket, which will come in handy for the cold winters. Wool is great for cold weather. I went ahead and washed it in cold water, and now I'm going to go ahead and throw it in the dryer. I did not notice this tag before, but it is 75% wool and 25% cotton, which is still a really nice find. I've been working hard trying to unload this trailer, but it seems like the more stuff I bring in, the messier my kitchen gets. I have found my sheets and blankets and all my kitchen stuff, and I really had forgotten how much stuff I had. The sad thing is that I have several more boxes in the trailer that I need to pull out, and I have no clue what I'm going to do with all this stuff. I have a lot of decisions to make on this kitchen. I'm really thinking about taking down this wall and opening it up into the living room, and maybe putting in an island, but that costs more money than I have. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue cleaning these cabinets. Again, I'm going to take all the doors off. I'm going to come in here with a sander. I think I'm going to sand everything down and redo all these cabinets. I think that's probably going to be my best option. But until I can get to the point to where I can get in here with a sander and redo these cabinets, I'm simply just going to clean them up and make this kitchen as clean and livable as possible. Put down contact paper, reorganize all the cabinets, make sure they're neat and tidy and clean. I have so many things that I have to do right now that I think clean and organized is my best option. I want to thank everybody for supporting my channel. I appreciate you all. You guys have a great day.